No, look at this one. I want y'all to look at this one. Look at this in particular. Again, look at this in particular. Look what's happening here. And if you, and we probably said break this up because it kind of runs together a little bit, but look how he elevates this.
Well, you have to look at the word contention. If you don't really understand what that word means, you won't really get a full understanding of the verse. My interpretation of contentions is alternative motive, whether it's finance or whether it's glory or whether it's good, even as so much as goodwill. They're not sincere about the word. They're more concerned with what it gets them or what they can get out of it.
You know what? Go ahead.
In my Bible, it says they preach because they love me. And it's like because they love Paul, they're doing it for him, but not really for God, right?
Well, okay, I can kind of see that one. I'll give it to that one. That's kind of, it's kind of the opposite of that. Y'all see what he's doing? Okay, let's look at this. And we read the last part of the last section of that verse 16. What is he trying to do? So start with verse opposing. What is he doing? So it's not out of sincerity. So go ahead.
I was going to say, it sounds like to me that whoever that is preaching contention, they're actually trying to make it worse for him.
They're trying to make it worse. They're not sincerely to do it. It's almost like he's. Have you heard people say this? Say, well, the reason why he's sick is because he's always doing things wrong. He's doing it. He don't know. He don't love God. If he loved God, that wouldn't happen to him. So this person say this person is being sick. This person is sick. Well, the reason why he's sick is because he don't. So added even more affliction to whatever's going on to him. And so that's like the contention part of it. One preached Christ of contention, not sincerity. So he's not preaching because he understands the word, that he loves the word, that he cherishes the word. It's almost he's preaching to add conflict or affliction to his bonds, that making it even worse. That the reason why Paul is in jail is because not because he following Jesus. You know what? Paul probably got 5 wives. He got 3 ladies on the side. He probably stealing from the church. That's why he's in jail. Because we'll start to add stuff to it. And so, yeah, I told you he wasn't no good. That's why he gave him 5 members. That's why both his feet hurt. That's why he always doing that. So you're right, Sister Richard. It's always like, from a standpoint, he's almost trying to bury Paul.
I got some for you. Contention, disagreement, dispute, disputing, argument, discord, conflict, friction, strife.
He's preaching angrily and putting a burden on Paul. So he's taking it from that standpoint of saying his preaching is not to convert people, is actually to bury Paul. He don't want to have Paul to have any legacy, so he's killing Paul and Paul's legacy, and that's the act of affliction. So you have men who have conflicts now, and because of what Paul is doing. You have men who are envious of Paul and trying to take Paul's spot, and you have people who are just goodwill trying to get because they want to be seen in good light. They align themselves up with good people and say, I want to be blended in with them, so that's the goodwill. I want to get something out of this for myself. And so the last one is, he says, the one. I wish the history would tell us who that one is, but it does not clarify who that one is. So there's one that he has conflict with that's preaching the word, but not preaching to the front to get people saved. He's actually preaching it to dishonor Paul.
So it's saying one in particular.
One. So he says, brethren, He says some, then he says one. He actually points out one. And it's almost like, used to be when in marketing, you never mention your competitor in an ad.
Right.
You would never. Now they do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, we better than Coke. We better than. But before, so he didn't never mention him by name because I want to give him even more market, more press, whatever. But he just said this one time doing it, and it's more common that this person was actually preaching in Philippi. So he's actually speaking, talking about a person who's at Philippi right now. That they read this letter, that will hear this. You know how it is with Jesus, with Judas. Judas knew he had betrayed him. He said, me? I'm quite sure when they read this letter back at the church, when he talking about Paul, said, who is Paul talking about? Duh! Duh, it would be you. But then Paul's response, which again is showing us how to really live this Christian life. But the other of love, knowing that I'm set for the defense of the gospel. And that's 17. That's the one. And he says the other is other people who are out of love or ministering to him, ministering all this. And the defense of the gospel says that while I'm in jail, they give me nourishment so that I can keep on defending the gospel. They keep giving me what I need, that I stand strong. Because at this time, they weren't giving him nothing to eat. They weren't giving him, like here, prisoners get, they get cable, they get, 3 meals a day, 3 real meals, not bread. They get exercise and all this stuff. This is where Paul won't get nothing. But to keep the defense of the gospel, the Philippians were giving him things so that he can defend the gospel. That's why he used the word love, that your gifts, he said later on, your gifts have sustained you. And so here is the love part. We do this because we love you. And he says this, and then watch his response to all of this. What then, notwithstanding every way, whether in pretense, the people up there who are not doing the right way, or in truth, Christ is preached. Even the people who I talk about being fake preachers and all that, preach Christ. There'll be a lot of people that will be saved by unrighteous preachers. There'll be a lot of people who, I just kind of messed that up right now. You have to read the last verse. There'll be a lot of people who are pretenders, but yet preach Christ. So there's a lot of churches where we know that everything's not right, but the word comes out and you're preached. He says, then with this, I am joy, even more so I rejoice. He says, because Jesus has been preached, no matter how it's been preached, I still get joy and I rejoice. Even more so, because regardless of whatever they do, the words get out there. And so that's why, I know that's why I was saying, even a bad preacher can save folk.
Yeah.
Even a preacher going to hell can save folk. Because it's by the word of Christ that people are saved. It's not, so that's why I think that, as much as I know there's bad preachers out there, and I know that too often we don't say what we say to do the correction. If the word of God is preached, Paul says, then I have joy. And even more so, I rejoice. Even if they're doing it to intentionally hurt me, and the word goes out, even more so. But as long as the word has been preached, somebody will hear the true gospel and be saved.
It's kind of like what Matthew said, ain't it? Was it 24/7? Men who would come saying, have a paraphrasing it. We've done
Great things in your name.
Great things in your name. We've cast out demons.
And he says, I never knew you, you workers of iniquity. See, by the name of Jesus, people will say,
But them people probably led somebody to Christ.
yes, no doubt.
Yeah. So God can use anybody.
Yeah, it says, we have done these great things in your name. But you didn't do it from a point of your heart.
Right.
You did it from a point of goodwill. This is what the goodwill is. You did it because it brought you fame. You did it because folk knew your name. People who sit up on the pulpit are just there to be recognized. I want to be known. I want to have I'm somebody.
Yeah.
I'm deacon. I'm Reverend. Yeah, y'all never, if you call me out, I'm gonna respond. If you say Mac, I'm gonna respond. People are in it for all the wrong reasons sometimes, and yes, they will use the Bible to preach, but their heart and mind is not in it. And Paul says at the end, all this happens, and I gain joy in it, and as well I rejoice in it. And so, everybody don't like brother friendship. We're different. We don't we loosey-goosey around here, we whatever. So this is not a fit for everybody. They probably go out and say, I don't know what they doing over there. Praise the Lord, trying to get folks saved. I ain't trying to sugarcoat nothing. I ain't trying to do whatever. But it's not for everybody. And so we don't get upset when people don't come. Our goal is to get people to hear Christ, to see Christ, and to respond to Christ. Everything else is just, they say, great. I went over. I'm done. I didn't sit down yet. What? Is 8 o'clock already?
Kids are very personal.
Oh, in there? Oh, okay. As long as it's us.
No, that's little Hicks right there.
Hicks, yeah.
She's preparing for Sunday. The next set of scriptures I was going to tell you, but I don't know what happened to the screen. Bro. I think it takes to another chapter. I can't. Even think. It's 19 through. 30. No, I think it's not to the end of the chapter. It's at.